If you hate money, don't you ever read this book. Let's talk about Your Money by Kalu Aja, a personal review, so don't take it personally. I wish I read this book early on in like 2010. I guess it wasn't out then. This is arguably one of the best book, and for me it beats Rich Dad Poor Dad twice. Here are top three things you would definitely love about this book. Number one, it is your best guide to investing 101. I have read a lot of finance books that only choose to arouse my curiosity about how to make money. This book in extreme details talked about the different assets you can actually get your hands on from Nigeria. I'm talking mutual funds, treasury bill, crypto, real estate shares, all in great detail. Number two, it is completely practical. I'm one of the people that don't enjoy books that only talk about a why should you do this and not a how or where. Example is why you think the way you do. Example, a book titled How to Go From A to B Financially. And then they tell you, know where you are, decide what you want, and go chase that bag. I don't like that type of because, excuse me, what? You see how vague that is? Tell me how one can move from that point if all you did was, let me not even start. Imagine if the book was written like this, How to Go From A to B Financially. Then you start like this. As a student, the first thing you need to know is get out of debt, start saving in high yield savings account. Example of such are money market account. You can access this in a bank with 5k. You see how practical and direct this information is compared to know where you are, know how much you want to do, go and chase that black, blah, blah, blah. For me, another practical example of how to move from A to B financially is if you want to get 500,000 in 9 months, this is very smart and realistic. You can change your job, get a copywriting skill, go on Upwork, submit your proposal, do this, do that. Practical, step by step. That is practical for me. Not write down your goals. How are you going to get here? Who are your friends? These are nice, but I need something practical, something I can work with, something I can lay my hands on. So that is why I love this book. This book is completely practical for me. And then the last thing is because I said so. I loved it, and honestly, you would too. So expect more tips from me about this book. See you in the next video. Bye. Crystal Cares.